Well, hello again. Today's word as we seek that peace and well-being during the time of lockdown is the word presence, God's presence. And this is the key to all that we've thought about. You see, God is present throughout those first couple of pages of the Bible. He's present in creating, he's present in speaking, but just have a listen to Genesis 3 verse 8 where we read that man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day. What a beautiful picture of intimacy and fellowship with God. Now, if you're not truly committed to Christ, I need to tell you that you cannot enjoy this intimacy unless you've responded to the God who's actually there in the person of his son, Jesus. So below this video, please look at my book I've linked to there. Have a read of it. It's very short and it will tell you how you can enjoy this for yourself. But all life for the Christian is life lived, as the Bible puts it, walking before the Lord, mindful of his presence. And the difference that makes, well, it makes a difference in four particular ways. The first is that we're mindful of God's person alongside us in all things. So we can interact with him as all we know of the Bible speaks his word to us in all things of every day, and we then respond conversing with him in prayer. But we're also mindful of God's pleasure to motivate us too, because he's there. A desire to please him inspires us to do what's right, and yes, it convicts us of what's wrong. But third of all, God's presence also means that we have his power alongside us to help us. So whenever we struggle, we can call on him for what we need. And fourthly, it means that we have his path to follow too. You see, we walk with Jesus through this suffering world to a glorious world. And that means that when hardships come, they don't surprise us. We understand that they are God's means of displaying and deepening our faith and character and building an appreciation and a longing for the glorious world to come, where all that's bad with this world would have passed away. And therefore we can enjoy a certain contentment when things are hard, knowing that we have Christ with us and we have all this awaiting us, do you see? Well, how then, as one writer puts it, can we practice the presence of God? The answer is with structure and spontaneity. The structure is in finding time out with the Lord during the day. The ancients used to find time first thing in the morning, midday, and at some point in the evening too. I commend that. But also with kids, it might be a short prayer to commit the day to the Lord at breakfast. A few thoughts on a few verses of the Bible, and then prayer at dinner time and something like that before bed. But we also need to foster a spontaneity with the Lord too. That is to see all that we're doing every day as walking with the Lord. And so we understand everything through his word, and we respond with praise or with petition. This is what it is to enjoy God's presence, the key to finding Shalom.